So the New York Knicks are 17-7 on the season. Despite that slow start, despite being 4-6 on the road, the Knicks just continue to win games. The offense has been on a different level. I remember calling for Josh Hart to start a couple weeks ago, and everyone said, "Oh, well, the Knicks' worst starting lineup last season was when Hart was out there." Well, you guys have to understand that it's a new coaching staff. Mike Brown, of course, has taken over, and he's known for his offense, and we've certainly seen that on full display. And now with the defense starting to play the way that it is, with OG Anunoby leading the way, the Knicks just look absolutely unbeatable. Now, in order to beat a team like the Oklahoma City Thunder or the Denver Nuggets, obviously there's work to do, but the Knicks are absolutely scorching hot right now. I believe we've won 14 of our last 18 games. Correct me if I'm wrong. Magic on Saturday in Vegas, that cup game. We just played them a couple games ago. That was the crazy one where Desmond Bain threw the ball off of OG and got fined 35K. I'm excited for that. But I just look at the Knicks, and I was very hesitant about them several weeks ago. I mean, they just weren't playing good basketball. The defense was awful. The ball didn't move. The Knicks were hot and cold. They look good some nights. They look bad some nights. But now you kind of know what you're expecting out of the Knicks, and that's very high level defense. The Knicks all of a sudden are top 10 defensively. And then offensively, they just pour it on. OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, these are guys that can give you 18 to 20 a night that are efficient. Karl Anthony Towns, we're still looking for more consistency out of him, but at least Cat is starting to get it done now, rebounding and defensively. We know he can shoot the lights out of the ball. I was actually watching Cat in Toronto warm up, and not there live, obviously, courtside, but I was watching the video, and he just doesn't miss. Like Cat, when he's open and he's not 35 feet away, he's just the best shooter I think I've ever seen. And Steve Novak definitely is right up there as well. So the Knicks, they're going to try to get Cat a little bit more involved here. But it's definitely kind of just picking and choosing versus just forcing it down to Cat. I think the key to the Knicks is OG Anunoby. When he's not on the floor, the team struggles not only defensively, but they struggle just overall. They have a tough time being able to win games. But since OG's come back, he can switch everything. He also gives you rim protection, and he basically just takes away whoever he's defending. So all of a sudden, you've only got to worry about four guys. And even with OG being a good on-ball defender, again, he can send help. He can go over screens and fight through it. If you look at the Knicks against the Celtics, those two 20-point plus comebacks, they were led by OG and Mikal Bridges' defense because of their ability to be point of the attack defenders and to just get aggressive and smother you and get all over you. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, they're used to getting whatever they want. That's not the case when they have to go up against the healthy Knicks. And the Knicks weren't even healthy against the Raptors. The Raptors were far from healthy. They were missing RJ and IQ. But the Knicks didn't have Deuce McBride. The Knicks also still don't have Landry Shamet. I mean, when this team starts to get healthy, I genuinely believe that they can beat anyone. Now, OKC's on a different level. I don't think the Knicks are quite there yet. But in terms of the Eastern Conference, it's the Pistons, who currently are the number one team in the East. The Knicks are 2 games behind them, and the Celtics all of a sudden are 15-9. They got off to a very slow start. They looked like they might even miss the playoffs, but no, they are currently absolutely on fire. They've won 5 in a row. The Knicks have won 4 in a row. Now remember, the Knicks lost to the Celtics, TD Garden in Boston. It was a very disappointing game, to say the least. The Knicks had a huge start in that one, and they let it squander. But where this team is right now, you couldn't have asked for much better. I mean, 17-7 with a new coach, dealing with injuries. Jalen Brunson is playing some of his best basketball of his career right now. Brunson last night, well, 2 nights ago to this point, against the Raptors, I mean, there was a fan that was heckling him courtside, and Brunson took it personally, and he absolutely dominated. And Brunson had 20 points in that first quarter. He was 13 of 19 overall for 35 points, 6 of 9 from 3. This felt like a playoff game. And what I mean by that is not necessarily the score, because the Knicks did dominate this game from, not necessarily from start to finish, but after the first quarter, it was all Knicks. But you could tell there were stakes on the line. There's money on the line. The Knicks wanted to go to Vegas last year. They got embarrassed, as simple as that. Trae Young rolled the die on the Knicks logo. But this time around, the Knicks were prepared, and they end up advancing, and now they're going to be competing, I believe, Magic, and then I'm just going to say OKC. I think it's the Spurs Thunder, but it doesn't matter to this point. It will be OKC. If the Knicks can beat the Thunder, I mean, yeah, it's not a playoff game, right? It's not a game 7 or something crazy like that, but it's as close as you can possibly get without being in the playoffs. I still don't know how to put this into words, but basically facing the Thunder, assuming both these teams advance, is going to be the task that the Knicks have been waiting for. And hopefully Deuce McBride will be available for that game. Right now, he is looks like out for the next week. He's dealing with an injury. Now, without Deuce, the Knicks they're not even close to being the same team. They need him out there because of his ability to space the floor. He's the best point of attack defender on the entire roster. He's an energizer bunny. I mean, Deuce has been playing very good basketball. He's a large reason why the Knicks have overcome, of course, that slow start and are now playing high level basketball. Landry Shamet, but I want to see how the Knicks match up with OKC. Because the thing about the Thunder is they're the best scoring team, much like the Knicks. Both these teams can score. The difference, though, is the Thunder are also the best defensive team. The Knicks are now in the top 10. They're playing good defense. That's what we've talked about in this video. But the thing is that the Thunder, every single night, are efficient, reliable, consistent. The Knicks, they kind of pick and choose. They'll win 4 in a row, and then they'll lose a bad game, right? A game that they should win. And I want to see the Knicks the rest of the way just consistently have a plan and be able to execute it. And that's what the main focus should be on. Because the Knicks have looked like a championship contender. Like the Raptors, they blew them out of their own building. And then it's like a game against the Celtics. You get up big, you kind of get complacent, and all of a sudden the Celtics just can't miss. And Jaylen Brown goes off for, I think he had like 40 points in that one. Brandon Ingram got off to a good start. He had 31 points. Basically, all of that came, I think he had 18 points at the top of my head in that first quarter. And then the Knicks said, enough with that. We're just going to completely take him out of this game. Scotty Barnes, guys, 13 points, 6 of 18 shooting. I mean, the Knicks defense is just on a different level right now. And it's solely the reason why they're starting to look legit. Because the Knicks, they've been scoring the whole season. Like, the Knicks have been putting up points. They've been shooting the ball well. The problem is they can't get a stop. Remember, like it feels like an eternity ago, but there was a point not long ago at all where the Knicks were the second worst team in terms of defending the three-pointer. They couldn't stop a fly. They couldn't stop me out there. And then all of a sudden, it's very difficult to score on this Knicks team. And that's exactly what we were hoping coming into the season. Because even last year, the Knicks didn't lose in the playoffs to the Pacers because of their inability to score. Defensively, they just got exploited. They went to their depth a little bit too late here. And again, they had a big lead in game 1 against Indiana, and they blew it. And this Knicks team now, I mean, you can see they're very, very aggressive. They're asserting themselves from start to finish, and they're just getting after it. And it really starts and it ends with Jalen Brunson. When Brunson has a first quarter like that, the Knicks are not getting beat. It's as simple as that. But Karl-Anthony Towns, couple of silly fouls early on and then bounced back in a big way. I thought Cat had his best defensive game of the season. But what we've learned about the Knicks is that OG Anunoby is the most important player on this team. And I'm not one to be like, I was wrong, but when I'm wrong, I mean, hey, I'm wrong, right? If OG can stay healthy, it's a big if. I honestly can agree that, no, they should not trade him for Giannis. I know I'm going to get hate for saying that. If I want Giannis, I get hate. If I don't want Giannis, I get hate. I'm going to get hate no matter what. But if OG is healthy and out there, I mean, you cannot replace that. You might as well just kind of keep him and then just hope for the best with Cat. And you're going to have to give up picks. The Knicks already are low in draft capital. So, yeah, that's my stance on that. Is I kind of agree with the Knicks fans. I mean, yeah, OG Anunoby, he's just clearly the most valuable player on this team. Even more valuable than Mitch to me, a healthy Mitchell Robinson. Jalen Brunson's the best player, but he's not more valuable than OG. Because you can't replace OG Anunoby's defense, and defense will always win.